you, and then it takes like so many bats to kill off chimeras, and then on top of that, you know, you could get, if he did get a shop, which I don't think he does, but if he did, then you could get some staffs of preservation. So when you see a chimera in the red and it's about to get unstable concoction by the bat, you just hurry up, TP to your base, and then there you go. You know, you can TP that to your base, kill it off your moonwells instantly. Just keep spamming moonstones and you're fine, you know. So it's a really nice surprise for the orc too, because alright, the orc's not gonna want to pick out a fight with you like once you're at tier 3, you know. He's gonna think you have dots. He's gonna think you have dots that can cyclone. So it's a really dumbass idea if you're orc and you have about the same amount of food as an army, you know, and you go like right to the elf's base with their damn AONs, AOWs everywhere, you know, their moonwells, and you go and try to push them. That's really stupid. So that's just stupid. There we go. I don't know. I can't come up with any examples of how stupid that is, but that's just really dumb, you know. So they're not gonna really think that. They're not gonna really think of anything of it. So you know. And another thing is, if they do notice this, and they push you, you still have a little bit of a chance out. I mean, his chimeras are like halfway done. You have some summons, you know, and he's really just keeping the check busy right now, you know. He's just sending in summons, trying to cancel out sobs, trying to hit the weak grunts and everything. One thing I'd recommend as an orc player is, right now, if the elf was cookie cutting and going mass dots, don't you think he'd be creeping, or don't you think he would have dots of cyclone right now, trying to cyclone your army? So, I mean, not trying to say I'm a better player than Check or anything, you know, but if the elf is trying to harass you with summon heroes and not creeping, obviously they don't have any units to creep with, and it was a while ago when the orc killed off all of his archers, you know, he could have rebuilt his army way, like, long ago. So, you know, if I was Check right now, I'd be thinking something was up. Like, why is this guy doing this? And that's really what you gotta be doing, you know? You gotta be thinking, why, like, you gotta be thinking what your enemy's doing, and you kinda have to get into his mind and think just like, you know, like what Santini is doing right now, you know? Like, Santini is just, he's not even creeping, so, you know, if he knows the elf player getting annoying like that, which, from, orc players out there, I hear, us elf players get very annoying to you guys, but on the flip side of that, in my opinion, orc is a pretty damn hard race to go against. I cannot stand that. Like, I don't know. It's just, god damn it, it's hard. Especially early game. It's really damn hard. And then later game, it's pretty hard still. So, alright, Check does not know. I do not believe Check knows that he has chimeras coming out, but we will see. Yeah, so I don't think he had the sentry ward. That's what I was trying to check right now. I was switching the visions. That's why I kind of spaced out a little bit. But okay, so Satini's gonna come out. Yeah, Check found out. Okay, so Santini is just going to run away right now, you know. Look, that one bat with the 0-3 Chimera only took off 500, you know. So now he's just going to start focusing the hell out of these shits. And right now he's going to TP. Yep, go TP. And he should be able to save all his Chimeras, and yes, he did. And he killed off a bunch of shit, and a pretty fair number of Check stuff. And they both traded off TPs, so, you know, now he's starting to get an advantage. Now, Check is throwing up another bestiary because of this. Definitely a smart idea. One thing that Check did do that I think was a pretty good idea too, is he noticed that the two heroes were just harassing, you know, and they weren't really doing anything. So he expanded, and another thing is, really against the mass dot strategy, you can expand, because, you know, before tier 3, mass dots are useless. So, pretty much, just, like, own them. And what the hell is he trying to do? He goes and builds another AP and his buys. I don't know what the hell he's trying to. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I guess he wanted him to cancel 2 APs. Whatever. Okay. So, yeah, where was I? Alright, so Check's grabbing mercenary. Had it probably when he saw his chimeras. He's throwing up the 2 bestiaries because of the yeah, shit. And brings his chimeras in there, completely just owns all the burrows up. And but he trades a chimera for all of the burrows and a TP. So that was definitely worth it. Look, he pretty much owned all the peasants. So oh, that really hurt Check. Check has no burrows. If you look in his point of view, Check has no burrows. He has no wood to build the burrows. Oh, he has enough to build 2 burrows. So he's going to be 43 out of 40 food. And he can't build any more peons, so that's like good game. That sucks. So that was really good. That's like, when you're undead and you mass destroyers against orc, you go ghouls destroyers, which is my personal favorite when I play undead. Because of the burrow owning. The burrow owning, it's just it's really good when you can get the enemy or your opponent really emotional, like just like get him pissed because of the way you play. Like running in with destroyers, completely owning up his burrows, and then right when he TPs in, you TP out, or you just run out, because you have Unholy Aura, and you're imbalanced like that, so you can just run out in 2 seconds. Stuff like that, it just, if you can make the other player mad, then most of the time they'll end up losing, and it's really funny. Check sees that, he's gonna be base trading, they're gonna be base racing now. And he has raiders and everything with siege. Check has just magic damage, and the orc would end up essentially winning this base race. I mean, Check has the expansion and everything, and the elf doesn't. So Satini notices that, he TPs in, so ahead and focuses. Whoa, man, those grunts. That grunt just went down from like 700 HP all the way down to 140 and like one thing from those damn chimeras. That's some crazy stuff. So anyways, right now I think it's really over for Check. Like that was a good surprise. That really hurt Check. That was awesome though. So he got his main hall. He got Check's main hall. Now he just has an expansion. He's only at tier 1 now. Notice how Satini is not getting the corrosive breath upgrade. That's really good because if you want to go burrow owning, it does that corrosive breath. It's not gonna do as much damage as opposed to you have that magic damage on there, and pretty much all the orc units. It doesn't matter. Corrosive breath doesn't do any damage. Doesn't do different damage to orc units, just buildings. But their burrows are gonna be taking extra from magic until they're at tier 3. So. Might as well not get it until the orc's at tier 3. Another thing, Satini's getting some hippos against his wind riders, and I think earlier I said he was going to start pumping out bats, and that's not the case because he got wind riders, and I know, like I mentioned earlier, I watched this replay too before, so don't go bitching at me. Saying, oh my fucking god, you didn't watch it. Watch your replays next time, because I did. But, yeah, he's still, like I said, he got 2 bestiaries up. Now he's gonna start getting bat riders, because there's the hippos. And the raiders can take out the hippos out of the battle for a while, but eventually he needs more bats anyways to weaken down the whole ground army. Now, 1 hippo with 0-3 upgrades, if they have full life and everything, can stand the hit of 1 bat rider. So, but then again, the AoE damage of it, that won't be good. So, it's kind of, I don't know, hippos definitely aren't a good counter to bats, that's for sure. Except for, I don't know, I remember we.check doing that once against a lake duck. Or I hear you pronounce the lake duck's name Alaka Ducka or some shit like that. Freak was trying to tell me Alaka Duck or whatever. I remember we.check being the night elf against Alaka Ducka or whatever the hell you call that kid. Using hippos, there were 0-3, and I mean they worked pretty well against bats. So you know, if you guys want that answer, if you guys are like having a question about that, go ask we.check. I'm sure I'll be more than happy to talk to you about that. No, probably not. He'll probably be pissed at me for saying that, because some of you will take me serious. But it's all good. So, yep. Just chilling right now. I don't know what the hell. He's forcing check. He's sending in summons to check space to make check burrow up, and now he's gonna go in there and own up the burrows. Really, I think it's over for check. So I'm about to alt QQ this game up. No point in it. Check's just like holding on to the game, just like by a thread the whole time, you know, and it's pretty much over for him. So I'm going to alt QQ this. You guys can watch the rest. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know why we.check started playing Orc. I mean, it would be pretty fun to play like an imbalanced race like Orc, like the strongest race in the game and everything, you know, but I mean, I don't know, tier 1 knights sound pretty good. Yeah, you know. I was laughing, I forgot what kid. Some kid told me Orc takes micro. I didn't know that. I didn't know 700 HP units took micro. Okay. Yeah, so that's about that. That's a pretty cool game in my opinion. What Satini did on how he tricked check that. If you want to call it that. Yeah, pretty much think he did. I think check knew that thought that he was just gonna mass dots like every other person does, and so he's gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna play like every other Orc player does, the Spirit Walkers, and unfortunately it didn't turn out like that. Another thing too, I noticed at Check's base, by the way, was he built a Spirit Lodge, and so he wasted that all that money towards Spirit Walkers when what good are Spirit Walkers gonna do against no casters? Sure, you got your summons there that he can dispel and stuff, but you know, you could really use shamans for that, and shamans would come in better use, but actually they wouldn't. They would if the Orc or if the Elf had a ground army, you know, so you could purge the summons, then you could like spam lightning shield on the back line of the Elf, but really he didn't even have a ground army, you know, so that's kind of stupid. He I don't know, he pretty much like shouldn't have gotten a Spirit Lodge, but like I said, he got tricked. He got tricked. He's like, oh my god, you tricked me. WTF hacks. So I hope you guys enjoyed those 2 replays. I'm gonna go put this in the folder now, so talk to you later. This is Pant3ra signing out.